All right, great. So the when you're multiplying binomials like this, you use what's called FOIL, F-O-I-L. Have you seen that before? Okay. So we're gonna write h plus 7, h minus 3, and you multiply the first times the first. That's h squared. Then the h times the negative 3 minus 3h. Then the inner terms plus 7h, and the last term is minus 21. You can almost always combine the inner and the outer, or the outer and the inner. So it's h squared plus 4h minus 21. So it looks like the correct answer would be C. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's grab the next one here. It's nice that these are all the same. I actually have a factoring worksheet we could do together at some point. All right, so the same thing here. Why don't you try this one on your own and let me know what you get for an answer, please. Okay, what do you got?
X squared minus 10x plus 21.
All right, excellent. That's correct there. Okay, so make sure you get that entered in. All right, so we got one more here. Okay, so let's try this one here together. So this is m minus 5, m plus 3, m squared plus 3m minus 5m minus 15. And then you combine like terms here. So m squared minus 2m minus 15. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
All right, great. So we got two more here. This is going pretty smoothly. The difference with these questions, this new question, is that instead of it having a number like a 1 in front, 1x and 1x, it's got a 5x, you still do the same thing. You take the 5x and you multiply it by 5x. So it's going to be 25x squared. And then you take the 5x and multiply it by 8. That's 40x. And then you take the 3 and you multiply it by the 5x. That's 15x. And then the 3 times the 8, that's 24. So you can combine the middle terms. So it's 25x squared plus 55x plus 24. So which is the correct answer?
Letter D.
Letter D. I agree. Okay, great. Almost done here. We got one more to do. I'm going to ask you to try this one on your own, please, and you can let me know. I'm surprised they put in none of the above in this last one. It's probably not that, but go ahead and work it out and let me know what you see there. Again, you're using FOIL. Okay, what do you got?
I've got 3s squared minus sv minus 10v squared.
All right, so which is the correct answer?
Letter B.
You think it's letter B? Okay, so it's 3s squared. Sometimes do s's in cursive, minus 6sv plus 5sv minus 10v squared. And you combine the middle ones here. Um, minus sv minus 10v squared. So the answer is B. I agree. Um, so let's enter that in here. All 5 questions have been answered. We'll submit, and then we'll move on here. So submit answers. All right. So let's go back to your grades, and we'll check out the next assignment. Next homework assignment here. Multiplying binomials part 2. So this must be an extension of the previous lesson. Waiting for it to load. Okay. All right. So these are some of the special products, and I got the first one here to show you. All right. So the first question here says it's a plus 5 squared, quantity a plus 5 squared. And what this really means, and this is very important here, is, and you always want to write it this way, is you write it out as a plus 5 times a plus 5. If you do it this way, you'll see it's just another FOIL problem. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and FOIL your answer.
I have an answer.
All right. It should be a squared plus 10a plus 25. Is that what you got?
Yes.
All right. So that's the last one there. Just a moment to get back to you here. Okay. A squared plus 10a plus 25. All right. So the next one is what's called a, actually, let's not do that one yet. Let's do question 3 first. So question 3 is a lot like question 1. You definitely want to write this out as 4a plus 5b times 4a plus 5b. So go ahead and work through that and see what you get as an answer, please.
I have an answer.
Okay, so let me just write out what the answer is. 16a squared plus 40ab plus 25b squared. Is that what you got? All right, so which is the correct answer over here on the left? Letter D again. Okay, very good. So now we're gonna look at question 2. Question 2 is a special type of result. It's I guess we don't even need to get into that right now, but we're gonna use FOIL again here. So r plus 7, r minus 7. This is called difference of squares. When you have a plus and a minus and everything else is the same, it's called difference of squares. So what we're going to see here is you get r squared minus 7r plus 7r minus 49. The outer, the o and the I, they cancel. When they cancel, you just get two terms, r squared minus 49. Normally we'd do another example like that, but it doesn't look like your exam has something like this. Looks like we got a couple of story problems. So we'll take a look at those next here. Just stand by here as I snip this next problem in. Okay, a frame of width A surrounds a 5 by 7 inch photograph. Find the expression that represents the area of the frame in terms of A. All right, so the width of the photograph, area of the frame. Okay, so the frame is, I guess, this part on the outside. Do you agree with that? That's the frame?
Yes.
Okay. So the frame is like if you go across, it's 7 plus you got an A here and an A here, so 2A. And then vertically you have 5 plus A plus A, so you have 5 plus 2A. But then you have to subtract out the area that's in the white here. So the white area is 7 times 5. So it's the like outside box minus the inside box. Okay, so now what I want you to do is FOIL this on the left and let me know what you get when you're done with that, please. So it's just FOIL again. It's just FOIL. It's just 7 times 5, 7 times 2A, plus 2A times 5, plus 4A squared, or 2A times 2A. So it's 35 plus 14A plus 10A plus 4A squared minus 35. So do you see how the 35s cancel?
Yes.
All right. So you're left with 4A squared
Plus 24A.
plus 24A.
That's it.
That's it, 4A squared. So we got letter B as the answer. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, we're up to the last question, and then we can look at your quiz. See where you're at on that. All right, a circular jacuzzi. So here's your circular jacuzzi is surrounded by a circular deck. There's the deck around it. The radius of the jacuzzi, this radius right here, is n minus 3. And the radius of the full circle formed by the deck is n plus 3. So if we go all the way out to the edge, to the center, that's n plus 3. The area of the circle, they tell you, the area of a circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius. They want a polynomial that represents the deck. So they're asking for this again. So it's kind of like it's the area of the large circle minus the area of the small circle. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so the area of the large circle is pi r squared, but the r is n plus 3, n plus 3 squared, minus the smaller circle. What is its radius?
N minus 3.
N minus 3 squared. Okay, now from previous problems, you should know to write this as pi n plus 3 n minus 3 minus pi n, I'm sorry, uh,
Plus 3.
plus 3, n minus 3 times n minus 3. So what I want you to do is I want you to FOIL both of these and let me know your result when you're done foiling them. And then we'll talk about how to deal with the pi. Okay, so I put them up on the screen. N squared plus 6n plus 9, n squared minus 6n plus 9. Did you get that as well?
Yes.
Okay, so this pi can be sort of unclear about what to do. You actually can factor it out, and that maybe this is something you haven't seen before, but the pi comes out of both. So it's n squared plus 6n plus 9 minus n squared minus 6n plus 9. Okay, now we can distribute this negative to everything in here. On the left, though, you don't need the parentheses anymore. So it's minus n squared plus 6n minus 9. And then you can combine like terms. I think we worked on that in a previous lesson. So these cancel, the 9's cancel, and you're left with 6n plus 6n, which is 12n times pi. So which is the correct answer? I guess I got to show that again here. So 12n pi is what we got. This is 12 pi n. These are the same thing.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to submit here, and then we're going to look at the quiz together. The quiz usually has 10 questions, so we'll take a look at that. All right. No preview available. Okay, so I got to go to modules, then I got to find 6.4.r. There it is. Okay. So like the other quizzes we've done, what I think is the best route here is I'll try to pick the questions in order of some things we've done here. So let's start with question 3. And again, I'll ask you to complete that. Um, all right. So take a look at question 3 here. Go ahead and try and work through that, please.
I have an answer.
Okay, give me your answer, please.
H squared minus 2h minus 35.
Good. All right. Let's all right, so now just trying to find some that are similar to what we've been doing and today, and then I guess we can, they do give you kind of some of the same problems. All right, this is question 4, I believe. So take a look at this one and work through that for me. Okay, do you have an answer for that, or are you still working on it?
Um, I'm still working on it.
All right. I'm gonna just start working out the problem, and we'll see if our answers converge here. All right, so does this look similar to what you've got there?
Yes.
All right, so it looks like answer D is correct. Would you agree?
Yes.
All right, so plugging that in now. Uh, all right, so the next one we're looking at, we're going to go back to question two. Question two is expanding a binomial. If you recall from earlier today, you never want to write it this way. You always want to write it in expanded form, and that will allow you to have uh, the best possible answer for this. So this is d squared minus 2d minus 2d plus 4.
That's what I got.
Okay, so what's the correct answer here from this list?
Letter C.
Letter C, I agree. Okay. All right. So we're going to come back to question one. It's something we did seems like a prerequisite skill. I don't know. It's not even in there. Um, okay, here's another one that we can do. All right, so question eight is kind of similar to the one we just did. You don't have to do the quiz or exam in the order that it's presented. You can do it in any order, and I would suggest doing that here. So this is 7w plus 6z times 7w plus 6z. So go ahead and expand that and let me know what you get for a result. All right, is this what you're seeing for your answer there?
Yes.
All right, so which one would you choose to submit for your answer?
Letter B.
Letter B. I agree. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm just kind of scanning through some of these. They're they're right here, and let's look at this is question 9. Again, this is one we did earlier today, so this should just be a review question for you. So go ahead and work on that, and let me know what you get for a result, please.
I have an answer.
Okay, tell me what you got.
Z squared minus 225.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. All right. So The next question is one that we actually just did earlier with the pool. So I want you to try it on your own again before I sort of step in and see how you do on this one. If you need to, I can scroll up to the notes from earlier.
Okay. I have an answer.
Okay, what do you got?
I get 16 pi y.
That's correct. Excellent. Okay. All right, so let me get to the next question here. All right, so we're kind of halfway through here. We're going to go to the last question. It's similar to the picture frame question. They don't give you a picture on this one. Sometimes when you don't get the picture, it's a little bit harder problem. So the swimming pool at this high school is rectangle. It's a rectangular pool, and it's 70 by 25. Okay, and then around the pool, there's a border that extends around it. W. So it's W here, this is W, this is W, and this is W. So they want the area of the tiled floor. They want the area around the pool, just like in the picture frame problem. So you have to find the area of the large rectangle minus the area of the small rectangle. Do you follow that?
Your screen seems to be glitching.
Okay. Well, I'm not in my usual place for doing lessons. So we'll do the best we can. So the large rectangle has a width of 70 plus each W. So it's 70 plus 2W times 25 vertical plus W minus the area of the inside rectangle. The area of the inside rectangle is 70 times 25. Now, I don't usually recommend that you take a calculator, but you might need it for 70 times 25. So I'll do that calculation for you. But we want to FOIL the first expression.
It's 150.
It's 1750. 1750. Okay. And then the outer is what? What's 70 times 2W?
70 times 2W is 140W plus 2W times 25 equals 50W. And then 2W plus 2W is 4W squared.
Good. And then you'll see that 70 times 25 is 1750, and those cancel. So what do these combine into?
4W squared plus 190W.
So which answer would you select?
I would select letter D.
Letter D. Got it. Oops, I almost messed up here submitting this thing for you. Okay, so we're done with every question except for 1, 6. We got a few left here. I just want to do them in the right order for you. So let's try number 6 next.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this will look familiar. It's nothing we've covered in the last two assignments, but we can take a look at it here.
Oh, okay. So it's just distributive property.
Yes, so go ahead and give that a try.
I have an answer.
Okay, what do you got?
5n squared, n squared plus 5n, n cubed.
That's right. So which is the correct answer here?
Letter A.
Yeah, letter A is good. Okay, so you do know how to do these. I wasn't sure because we didn't cover them at all in this particular lesson. So I'm going to increase the difficulty here. This is question 1. And we're almost done with this quiz, so we'll be through this shortly. So I'll just remind you here that like you can take the 4 and multiply by the 6, the m squared times the m to the 5th, and then the n to this n squared times n to the 4th. Okay, so go ahead and work that out.
I get an answer.
Okay, it should be 24 m to the 7th n to the 6th.
Yes.
All right, so it looks like it's letter A again. All right, we're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. It looks like 7 is the last one. 7 has a lot going on with it, but it's really just an extension of the previous problem we did. You'd just have to do more multiplications and more adding of exponents. I think you can do it. So give yourself, 60 seconds here and see what comes about when you work on it. So for example here, like the 1/3 and the 9 can go together. What do those become?
That becomes, so it's 1/3 times 9/1. So then divide that, that would be 3.
Okay, so notice like that answer can go away and that answer can go away. I think. Actually, I probably shouldn't say it. So then you got x to the fourth and x squared. What does that become?
That becomes x to the power 6.
Okay, so repeat for the rest of it. You got r's and
R to the fourth power of 4 and z to the power of 8.
yes, yes. So which is the correct answer?
Letter A.
Yeah, letter A again. All right, let's see here. Letter A. I think we got them all answered. I'll click on submit answers. It says they're all answered. All right, nicely done. Okay, so this is going to end the lesson for today. So I'm going to stop here. Thanks so much for scheduling, and I'll see you next time.